Hi everybody. I wanted to put out this video and I needed to wait a couple days after April Fool's Day because I want to make sure that nobody thinks that this is a joke. It's not a joke. It's completely serious. On the evening of the 31st of March, I was watching a friend's stream, and I'm not going to name this person because I don't want to put that person in further jeopardy than they might already be anyway. But I was watching their stream. This person had been the victim of a DDoS attack a couple weeks before on their stream, and there was quite a bit of issue with that. It was a very upsetting thing to get DDoSed on your stream. So we were kind of we were having fun and stuff like that, and some people came on, and you could tell they were fishing for information, and they wanted this person's Skype name, wanted to talk to them in Skype and stuff like that, and you could tell what was going on. And I decided to have a little fun with the trolls, and I gave up a fake name, fake Skype name for this person, and then they kept on and on, and so I was just like, oh, this is their IP address if you're actually really wanting to get it. And I gave them like Google's IP address, so I thought that was kind of funny and stuff like that. So the stream ended, and even at the end of the stream, I said, this is purely a joke. I love this person too much to do anything like this, and I said that. I don't even know how to do a DDoS attack. I kind of know how it works in theory, but that's about it. And so, all was good. Everything was good. Good night, and stuff like that. That was probably a little after midnight on April 1st. And I puttered around for a while. And then the last thing I did before I went to bed was I checked my email. And I got this email in the mail, which basically said that I was the result of a terms of service suspension. My account was the subject of a terms of service suspension for violating DDoS category, and I had a 24-hour restriction from using the site. And there was information on how to appeal. And I thought, I didn't DDoS anybody. I've not done any DDoS. I haven't actually threatened even anybody with DDoS. I was pretty clear that I was joking around and kind of trolling people and stuff like that. So, I decided I definitely don't deserve a suspension here, and I decided to go ahead and appeal. So I wrote out an appeal. I don't have the text of the appeal because it was on one of their Twitch forums, and I didn't save it or anything like that. But basically it said, hey, look, guys, I think I might have gotten reported for this because I was actually kind of, making some jokes and stuff like that, but I never actually threatened anybody with DDoS. I never gave away any personal information. At the end of this all, you can verify this in the chat logs, I said, hey, I'm joking. I'm trolling the trolls on this. So I didn't violate any terms of service. I figured, I may still get a hand slap, but that'll be about it and stuff like that. So I went on with my day. The first suspension notice came to me at 12:49 on the morning of April 1st. And on the evening of April 1st at 7:40, now that's important, the time frame is important, less than 24 hours, in fact less than 18 hours goes by, I get another email in my box, and this is it. And it says, your account CMason1015 was the subject of a terms of service suspension for violating the following category, other, not defined. This was your third such violation. As a result, we have given your account an indefinite suspension from using the site. Not only that, I checked, I'm pretty much IP banned, like I can't even access Twitch's site. This one came at less than 18 hours from my first suspension. So I immediately put up another appeal. Here's the text of the appeal. How could I have a third suspension when I haven't even finished serving the first suspension and couldn't even access the site? So something weird has gone on here. But basically, I can't stream on Twitch. I no longer have a Twitch account. So this is very weird because this is it's extremely upsetting. that I have never been banned from anything like this before in my life. And I get banned from Twitch for trolling people who were clearly trolls. Again, I never gave away anybody's personal information. I never gave away this streamer's personal information on any level whatsoever. That was truly a troll, and yet without warning, I'm suspended. Without, and then less than 24 hours later, I'm banned for a third suspension. That I never even finished serving out my first suspension, and didn't even get the chance to have a second or a third. But somehow I was given this third violation. I no longer have a Twitch account, so I can't stream anymore. I can't. At this point, I can't even watch Twitch. I think the only way I'm going to be able to do that, to watch Twitch again, is to get a different IP somehow. Now, some of you may be saying, well, why don't you get your other get a different IP, go get a different, sign up for a different account and stuff like that. No, I'm not going to do that. I am CMason1015, and this is important. Twitch has determined in their wisdom. I've appealed since then, and you can see the text of this appeal still. Hopefully it's still up on the screen. I've appealed. I suffer no illusions, though, that this account is gone. This account is banned. It's gone. Not going to get this account back. Twitch has a history, as a lot of tech companies do, of just basically you're done and not even responding to anything past there. They don't need to prove anything. They don't need to provide any kind of recourse for you other than you're gone. You've seen here what I've seen. You know what I know about the situation. And one of two things I think happened. One, the paranoid side of me says these trolls and stuff put basically a campaign together against me and simply kept reporting me over and over again. And Twitch kept on saying, yep, that's right. He's doing it again. He's doing it again, without even looking at the fact that I was suspended. Or, and this is a bit scarier, the fact that I appealed the first suspension caused this final suspension. On the first suspension, you can see where it says, if you appeal this and we find the suspension to be valid, we reserve the right to suspend your account indefinitely. And they don't state that on this. They say it's my third infraction. They don't say, because you appealed and we determined that your suspension was valid, now we're going to suspend you indefinitely. I would at least respect that a little bit more, because at least they would be upfront and honest with me. But that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that I've had a third violation. And this appeals process of theirs is just simply bizarre. If you appeal and they don't agree with your appeal, then you face permanent exile. And I get that they can do whatever they want. It's their system and stuff like that. But would they want that? Is that what they think is fair in life? If they get a moving violation and then they go to court and they say, no, judge, that I was doing this and the officer didn't see that, and then the judge said, nope, I'm going to side with the officer, and so now you're not only going to have to pay your fine, but I'm going to throw you in jail for 30 days. Where's the justice in that? Where's the fairness in that? People have the right to say, no, this didn't actually happen. It's bizarre that they would say, no, you actually don't have that right. Take your medicine, take your punishment, because if you don't and you appeal, you actually run a greater risk of losing your channel permanently than if you just took the 24-hour suspension. I'm upset about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm very upset. I feel it's embarrassing because, now the people, I didn't have a ton of subscribers. I had 48 subscribers. And anybody who comes to my channel is now going to be met with, this channel was closed due to terms of violation services. Clearly that's a lie, and I violated nothing. I'm banned anyway. So I sat and I seethed for quite some time. And then certain truths started to dawn on me. And I want to share some of them with you. And the first truth of all is that I need Twitch a lot less than Twitch needs me. I was a customer of theirs. I watched ads when I watched streams, and I watched a lot of ads on a lot of streams. And I played ads when I streamed that other people watched. And those ads didn't generate me a single penny. I never made a penny off of Twitch whatsoever. They were generating money for Twitch. Now, that source of revenue for them, and I wasn't a big source of revenue, I was a very minuscule source of revenue for them. I mean, 48 followers is not that many followers, but it is certainly a loss for them, and they can't put this any other way than it is actually a loss for them. If I'm not running ads and if I'm not watching ads, they're not making money on it. So, that's really the big thing. I was a customer, and the thing that I've learned in my years of customer service is that you make or break your business one customer at a time. And the idea that I don't need this particular customer is really a gigantic, arrogant hubris thing going on. That they don't think that they need to worry about their individual people. Well, you know what? A lot of companies have done the exact same thing, and a lot of companies are no longer in business. The other thing that Twitch needs to consider is, guess what? The DDoSers and the trolls and stuff like that, they're still there. So they've gotten rid of a legit, decent user, and they've kept the same amount of trolls and DDoSers and stuff like that. Hey, that's on them. That basically turns them slowly, but it will turn them into the 4chan of streaming and media broadcasting and stuff like that. And that's fine if that's what they want to do. If that's their business model, that's fine. So, yes, I'm upset. I'm butthurt a little bit over Twitch, and I'm going to be fully admitting it. I fully admit that. So this whole episode with Twitch and how easy it was for me to completely lose my channel in the matter of less than 24 hours really started getting me thinking. And I started thinking about my entire recording, YouTube, Twitch career. And a few things really stand out for me. I've been doing this for about a year and a half. I've got 320 plus videos. And for all of that, I've got 83 subscribers. Now, I want to be really clear. For a long time, I never even paid attention to how many subscribers I had. I didn't want to, because I never wanted it to be about how many subscribers do I have. But I think what is more telling to me than even the number of subscribers I have is the average number of minutes watched per video. And right now, the average number of minutes that any of my videos get watched are 4 minutes and 22 seconds. So I put up 20-minute videos on average, and of that, 20 minutes, less than 1/5 gets watched. That really tells me that I'm not producing compelling content. I'm not producing good content, quality content that people want to watch. I'm talking to myself. And that's not why I started this. That's not why I did it. I mean, I have fun making the videos, but it takes a long time to make a video, to edit, to process, and then to upload. And to know that less than 1/5 of every video that I put up is getting watched is really disheartening. Then you add in the amount of risk that's involved with putting up these videos. So, you hear about things all the time. I was around the whole Milby thing when he lost his channel for showing an anime breast for 5 seconds and lost it completely, even though he'd never had a strike against him before. His channel was taken down, and it was only through the efforts of some even more famous YouTubers that he got his channel back. So it's very easy to lose your channel through copyright, DCMA, if you didn't give a song the right credit. We use Kevin MacLeod or TechnoAxe or somebody like that, and you don't give them credit, and they could do a copy strike against you. So there's a lot of risk involved, and really, for me, not a lot of reward. Like, people aren't watching the videos that I put up. And then the final part of this is, I got into this because I love playing games. I love to play games. I've always loved to play games. And I don't feel like I am able to actually play games anymore. I make episodes. And I've noticed this especially with Guild Wars and stuff like that, it really takes away from the game for me to have to sit there and make episodes and to feel like this is what I have to do in order to provide the continuity so it doesn't seem disjointed, so I don't do a ton of stuff offline and stuff like that. It's just not as much fun. So it's kind of with a heavy heart, but it's also with kind of a liberated heart that I'm going to go ahead and announce that this is the end. I'm pretty much done making videos as far as I can see. I've got a few things left to upload. There's a few collaborations that I'm still in the middle of that I want to finish up and go ahead and get those posted. But I'm kind of done with putting out more videos, at least for the moment. Now this might change in the future. I might decide to start uploading videos again. But I think at this point I need to go ahead and bow out. I do want to thank the friends that I've made during this time, both in real life, through the Fall Damage server, through other things, through YouTube itself. I especially want to thank anybody who's watching this video. It's always been for making videos for you, and I'm sorry that it has to come to an end like this, but it's time for me to say so long and thanks for all the fish. And that's it. Thanks everybody. Have a good night.